What's going on, guys?
Welcome, shaven apes, to the Bearded Monkey. My name's Andrew.
And I'm Ricky. Playing
What's
some fun.
that?
That is the new Seal signature pedal.
Seal plays guitar?
He does, yeah. So
I thought he just did the Kiss on the Rose and then something about the grave.
yeah, that's when you're playing that song, this does that sound perfectly. So when you get that mood that you need to play along to the Batman soundtrack of 90, whenever that came out, this is how you get that tone. And there's a seal with a hat on it.
There is this. I haven't actually looked at the front of the pedal yet, so.
There's a seal with a hat.
Ah.
Yeah.
Hatted seal.
Yeah, they get cold.
Aren't those endangered?
The hats?
Well, yeah, I guess we'll start with the hats. The hats probably, yes. Because the seals keep losing them, assumingly.
They do. They're terrible at keeping. They don't have ears, right? There's nothing to hook it onto.
They don't get. It's either you squish them on or they just lose them.
Seals wasting hats.
Yeah.
But it does this.
It's, you know what? If the seals do that all the time, I'm okay if they lose a hat or two.
I mean, that seal came up, played an E major 7. It was amazing. I think it's an E major 7.
Started shredding, did the eruption solo all together, then it just went and went back into the C.
Just clapping. Oh man, yeah. So this is the new Jam pedal.
New Jam pedal.
Yes, the new wibbly wobbly, pulsy, swishy stuff.
Nice. It sounds pretty nice.
It does.
If I'm not wrong, it's harmonic tremolo. That's the deal?
It is, yeah. The controls are really interesting, too. So, you have depth, right?
Right.
You know, that you would typically assume. And then they give you a small, a medium, and a large setting. So you can choose the size of the pool to put the seals in.
So what, you get, what, backyard inflatable pool, SeaWorld parking lot, actual ocean.
Are there pools in the SeaWorld parking lot? I've never been to SeaWorld.
I don't know. I've never been to SeaWorld either, and I'm not going anytime soon. So
this is just a GoFundMe to send us both to SeaWorld. That's the only reason we're doing this.
No, don't send us to SeaWorld.
Okay. There was a fire at SeaWorld. I don't know if you watch the IT Crowd, but you should if you don't.
Oh, I don't think I've seen that one though. I've only seen like the up to season 1.
What?
Yeah, I know.
Oh man.
Again, I was saying earlier, I don't watch a lot of anything. I have access to subscriptions and streaming service. I'm just too lazy to grab the remote control.
Too busy playing pedals.
I sit in a catatonic state every day until I have to go to work.
And then we're here.
Yeah. Playing this.
Yes.
Let's take him through it. What is this sound it's trying to emulate? Well, not, I say trying to. It sounds really good. Elating.
So it's not actually Seal's signature pedal, in case anybody out there was taking us seriously. Somebody out there is going to be like, "What? I love that song." No.
Like, I don't think there's any.
No.
I don't think there's even any guitar on that song.
I don't even know. Like, I was going to look it up this morning. I didn't because I didn't want to.
Yeah. I would have, but I was resting in my catatonic state, so.
That's right. We're both doing our thing.
I had to rebuild my power.
No, this is a tremolo, man, and not like any old random tremolo that you'd hear out of a.
Right. This isn't your. It's not your Johnny Marr quick choppy. How soon is now tremolo.
Yeah, it can do it. It can do it, but that's not the special sauce that it's got.
Right. So what's harmonic tremolo?
So harmonic tremolo, the sound, rather than being that compared to amplitude tremolo, which it has both options, we've covered a feature. Check. It has a little bit of a phasey, kind of warpy quality to it. So it's set on that setting right now. So I'll play a different chord so everybody doesn't hate me, right? It's that little bit of phasey swish
it's
that's
got
going
that.
on to it.
It's kind of vibey.
Yeah,
It's kind of like a vibe, like that in between of a trem and a vibe.
Yeah. I like it.
That's pretty nice.
And I'm gonna be honest, I'm not normally a trem guy. I was scared of doing this.
Yeah. It's pretty good.
It is really good. But compared to, right, so there's the harmonic trem, right?
Right.
If we flip it, it's, let's see, where's the switch? Oh no, we're doing this blind. Nobody can tell that I can't see this. Actually, probably everybody can tell that I can't.
They can now because you just told them.
Well, I like to be transparent, like all of the overdrives.
All the overdrives that. So
All
you're a
overdrives are
liar.
transparent. Yes. How has nobody figured that out by now?
What's it sound like as amplitudinous tremolo?
It's more typical of kind of what we think about with tremolo. More loud, quiet, loud, quiet, loud, quiet, loud, quiet.
Right. It's noticeably like a bit more chop on it.
Right,
Yeah.
right. So none of that swishy, swirly, soupy sweetness. Seal soup. I wonder what seal soup tastes like.
Probably a lawsuit.
Probably. Oh, so cute and delicious.
Sounds like you've tried it before, and that makes me mildly concerned.
I haven't, but I'm curious. I'm adventurous, you know? Yeah, so
Yeah. That's
flip us
pretty
through some of
nice.
these controls here. So in all reality, no, it is not the size of the pool that they keep the seals in captivity where they're sad. Soup conversion.
Well, you know, before Campbell's gets to him.
Before Campbell's gets to them.
No, it's the what would it be? The depth of the depth, the intensity of the depth.
Oh, as far as yeah, on the switch, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's how it's the intensity of the waveform.
Okay, so I'm gonna just turn depth up to full and then flick through the switches.
Sweet, man.
Currently on the plus setting for the depth.
That is pulsy.
Yeah.
So this is full depth with the
I flicked the
extra
switch
switch
down,
on?
and I flicked the switch down in the middle of what you were playing, just so we got the A/B.
Nice.
So it's on minus right now. If you keep going, depth still all the way up, so you get the full range of what it's supposed to be.
Almost makes you dizzy in all the right ways. It's almost like it reacts to how you pick. Any good analog pedal does that, right? Where
Yeah.
you're sending more signal to those little special components. What did I say? What are you smirking about?
Those little special components that make the soup taste all the much better.
It does, man. Little pepper, little seal. Somebody's gonna stab me. That's gonna be like, I love seals.
They're gonna come into the shop, stab you, and be like, "That's for the seals," and I'm gonna go, "Damn," and then forget to call 911.
That's all right. I've had a good run.
Yeah.
Just have somebody, if I make it to the hospital, bring me some seal soup to warm me up.
I don't think they're really letting you bring soup into hospitals anymore.
They're not letting you bring many things in there, as far as I understand it.
But yeah, let's
talk about this pedal some more.
We've been talking about seals the entire time.
This is from Jam Pedals. If you're not familiar with Jam Pedals, they're kind of the best. They're just period.
They make the best analog boutique pedals that most people will use.
Right.
They're all analog. They don't do anything digital, except I think if I'm not wrong, the Delay Llama Extreme is controlled digitally, but it's all analog with its bucket brigade devices and its clocks and all that.
Right. It's got a little digital brain because it's 2021.
It's got presets and everything. It's 2021. Get with it, guys.
Yeah. But all the tones are analog, which is what matters.
And really, what makes them different to other companies, I think, in particular, is the craftsmanship is intensely perfectionist.
Yeah, like down to the packaging.
Yeah, the packaging. You see, it's sitting on the box right now. And they're all fantastic. They come in these cool bags.
Yeah.
Like you get a bottle of what's it called? The
Crown Royal.
Crown Royal. It comes with a bag. You get the bag with these two, except they put different fabrics in them all the time, so you never know what you're gonna get. It's like you're collecting all the Pokemon.
Jam bag Pokemon.
Yeah, jam bag Pokemon. But yeah, and I think so. They make a lot of fantastic stuff. This being one of them.
Yeah, this. Like I said, there's some effects that people gel with and some that people don't, right? And I always had a hard time with tremolos. Every time I hear somebody else play a tremolo, I'm like, oh, it sounds amazing. Then I play tremolo, I'm like, oh, it sounds terrible. But this is pretty inspiring sounding. It's so thick. It's not just chopping up the sound, going quiet loud. It's got a vibe.
Yeah, that's quite fitting because it is kind of like a vibe.
Yes, puns.
Yeah, let's hear like the rate of the speed that this thing can go at.
Sure, we're about halfway, right?
I think we're 1 o'clock on the speed. I set it back to the harmonic because I like the way it sounds.
Yeah. They both sound great. They both sound great. The harmonic's better.
The harmonic is really cool.
It's a little quicker, right?
Switching it back to amplitudinous tremolo
Real
real
choppy.
quick. Yeah, get it choppy. Yeah, that right there, that's your how soon is now coffee and TV trem.
Yeah, we were just, low-key talking smack on the amplitude setting. We're being nice about it, but that I actually prefer in the fast speeds compared to the harmonic.
In the it doesn't have the swoosh that makes it a little distracting.
Right.
Because when you have the swoosh on, it's almost like a vibrato pedal to some degree.
Right. So you normally run it on the slower side so you can get...
Yeah, slower side, get some Jimmy vibes going, play some Gilmore stuff, but like this is, you know, it's. I would say it's a vibe, but since the other setting is kind of like a vibe, I'm gonna say this one's a nicety.
A nicety.
Yeah.
I like it.
I'm good with words.
I'm not. And that's why we make an interesting couple of folks.
Not a good team, just an interesting duo.
Yes, yes. Very inefficient.
We can't work at all together.
We take shifts back.
We're about to get fired.
Yeah, this is our last video.
This is our last. But it's interesting. Yeah.
Sure.
So it's got 2 foot switches. One of them is not a tap.
It's not a tap, you would think.
That's why I said, yeah.
Yeah. What is it, Andrew? Tell us. Tell us what it is.
It's a doubler.
Doubler. What does a doubler do?
It doubles.
Right.
I'm gonna hit it. Let's double it.
All right.
So you'd be familiar with this switch if you, let's say you got like a Ripley fall. Ripley fall has the tripler for the speed. So you click that and it doubles the speed of your tremolo. So right now it's a fairly decent, you know, pretty choppy, but it gets choppier.
That's all good kinds of weird.
Get that sub harmonic almost a full tone at how fast it's going.
Yeah.
This is how I imagine bees would listen to music if they had ears.
Bees don't listen to music?
They don't have ears.
What if they just like to feel the vibrations of it?
That's how they communicate.
Right, so they can enjoy music still.
Yeah, but it's not hearing it.
Are you discriminating against bees?
I will not comment further. However, Barry B. Benson's trial was a complete sham.
He's guilty.
Absolutely. It's like everyone who hasn't seen the Bee movie is going to be really confused by that.
I actually thought you were making stuff up. I've not seen
No,
the
that's a
Bee
Bee movie reference.
So, aside from just making like crazy, quick, sputtery sounds, having a doubler is actually pretty handy, right? If you think of how you'd use like a Leslie speaker or something, where you have a fast and a slow, that you can switch to that on the fly. And the harmonic setting reminds me of kind of that Leslie-esque sort of sound.
Yeah, it's swooshy like a
swooshy.
Leslie. It's
Yeah.
it's a bit stronger and not as like high-end heavy as like a lot of Leslies or rotating speaker simulators usually end up being.
Right.
But yeah, it's got the throb. It's like I backed off the speed here a bit. Foot switch is still on, so it's still doubled. This is kind of where you get that foot switch use out of it. You know, going for fast section, maybe going through a chorus, you want to stand out a little bit. Now you're back to your verse tone. You're going to stand out, but now you're not going to be as present.
Right.
Yeah.
Kind of sits behind it a little bit more than being
Yeah.
so apparent. Speaking of that too, it has a mix knob, which is awesome.
That is cool.
The medium sized pool. Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Mix.
Most things should have a mixed knob nowadays. Like overdrives and fuzzes
Everything.
should have mixed knobs too.
Yeah, which they have overdrives that do incorporate that as well.
Right.
They're smart people.
Jam does have. Jam knows what's up. They put mixed knobs on their overdrive.
We like them.
We like them a lot.
So, hit me with some of that mix. So the depth is quite high right now, right?
Depth is all the way up. I just turned the mix all the way up.
Yes, because we want to hear the pedal. We don't want to hear me go. That was supposed to sound worse than it ended up sounding. So this makes everything sound good. That was like pretty dissonant thing, but oh man, and yeah, a lot of tremolos you're gonna get more of a wet mix like that.
Yeah, they're gonna unless the trem has a mix knob in it already.
Right, but it'll be set to like
Yeah.
usually.
Usually it's usually set kind of high, so by the time you're getting choppy, you're getting full on link ray. Your signal's on half the time, and then it's gone the rest of the time.
Right. Or this bring it down to a pretty like we'd call it 25% or something like that. So it kind of stays out of your way a little bit
Yeah,
more.
that's something I would say. If you were gonna have an always on thing going on, that'd be where you put it.
Yeah.
Just enough to where it stands out, to where your clean sounds are gonna be popping, but it's like it's not overwhelming.
Right. That's always an issue I've had with tremolos before. It's just like cut your sound,
Yeah.
and then but this you could use it like how some guys use an always on phaser chorus
Yeah.
or whatever the case. Oh, that sounds way too good. I love pedals, man. I just love pedals in general.
They're all right.
They're all right. How many fuzzes do you have, Andrew? This is my favorite thing to
I'm
ask
not gonna
Andrew.
answer that question on camera.
You be that way. You be that way. He's got a lot of freaking pedals. I don't remember what the exact number is, even though I ask him all the time. But there's a lot. There's a lot.
See, that's your problem, Ricky, is that you don't listen.
It's a blessing and a curse. Some things you don't. You tune them out and you're better off that way.
This is why we don't work well together. This is why we will both be fired by tomorrow.
I thought we were getting fired today.
Yeah,
We're
well,
getting an extra day?
I think we're getting the pay until Lance is shaking his head no. Never mind.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep. So yeah, no, just pedals in general, man. You plug into something like this that I've never played a harmonic tremolo before. I played a lot of pedals, and maybe I'm a tremolo ignorant guy or haven't searched them out enough. But when you plug into something that you haven't experienced before, it's pretty inspiring, man. I can't even imagine, back before I played pedals, like not getting these sounds. It's just plug into an amp, scoop all the mids, dime the gain, and you're off
Right.
to Metallica land.
Yeah.
But do you remember when you got your first pedal?
I do.
You know what? I think we've got a clip of it. I think we've got a clip of your first pedal. Hi, welcome to the music store.
Hello, Ricky. I was just wondering, do you happen to have any fuzz pedals?
Yeah, we have all kinds of fuzz pedals.
Ricky, I was just wondering, are any of them supple?
Sure. Some might say that.
Do you happen to have a supple one that is also flowing?
Yeah, I think this should do that for you.
Ricky, I was just wondering, how rotund and craggled is this pedal?
Yes. This is rotund and whatever the other word was that you used.
That is very good, Ricky. Ricky, I also have another question. What if everybody walked around with license plates on their pants?
People would get lost less? Pulled over more? It's outside of my realm of knowledge.
Thank you, Ricky. That question has been on my mind for the past 2 weeks. Ricky, I was just wondering, how much does this pedal cost?
Everything you got would probably do it. Fond memories of your childhood.
You know what? If that was how my first pedal purchase actually went, it would have been way better.
Oh.
I think I've told the story about my first pedal purchase, and it was at a specific large retailer on the west side. Who could it possibly be? You know who it is.
Yeah.
And I asked for a fuzz pedal, and they said, "No, you don't want fuzz. Listen to this." And he handed me a super modded DS1. and it didn't sound like a DS1, like it actually sounded good. And I said, wow, this is great, not knowing it was modified. And I said, how much is this? And he goes, oh, that's not for sale, but just letting you know.
We should start doing that. Like, check out this pedal. Yeah, you can't have it, but you like it. That's all.
Yeah, and then he was like, but you don't want fuzz pedals, dude. That's too much. That's like, and I was like, I'm just going to buy a fuzz now just to spite you.
And we have video of when you did.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. That was every other interaction I've had.
Well, we've got our house seal waving for the
Yeah.
pedal. Yeah.
Whose dog?
You gotta have a dog on the couch. Mustache. He's hiding. He's being shy.
Yeah, he didn't want to be on camera.
No. So you guys don't have any snacks. I'm not interested.
Yeah, so oh, we should also mention it's got a level knob as well. That's the one labeled L.
Not large.
Not yet.
Could be.
Large sound. Sounds pretty big.
It does sound big.
Yeah, I'm not. Normally, I try to go through the effort of doing all the knobs and everything, but you level it, turns the volume up.
It makes go big.
It's kind of self-explanatory. I feel like I don't need to. I feel like I could assume you guys know how a volume works.
I think you're copping out. I think this is an excuse.
Knock the card over. That's fine.
Ah, that's why we didn't mess with the level. Oh, thanks everybody.
Professional.
We've been Ricky.
We've
Multiple personality day. We should celebrate it. All of me should celebrate it.
And I've been Andrew.
Thanks for watching.